My Lord. Rock the mic 40 for 40.
Radio, it's the queen of internet radio, and live in effect right now, I got the one and only Bengy Jones in the building. Woo!
Fire, what's going on? It's a long time coming, yo.
Very long.
Very long. 12 years in the making.
12 years. You had to like break down the number, huh?
07. You met me when I was a pup.
When you was a pup.
When I was a pup. When I was figuring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we was talking behind the scenes, and you were saying, you know, that you were still trying to figure some things out, and you wasn't ready for like this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Why now?
It's time. I'm at a point in my life where there's no excuses. There's nothing holding me back. It wasn't nothing holding me back then, but my mind wasn't ready. My mind had to mature. You know, with guys, it takes a while for them to get right. But I'm here to say right now, I'm right. I'm ready, and it's happening. That's why everything is being blessed with me, because my mind is right.
Let's get back to. I'm about to ask you some difficult questions, okay? Because I know people ask you, people that people be nice. Sometimes I gotta ask hard questions, and people be mad at me, and I'm okay with that. But somebody gotta ask. No, of course, always. All right, now you have the whole RoCTheMic situation, and what do you think about the affiliation with Jay and the accusations and everything going on, and the whole Diddy thing? So, like, they're saying Jay's next. And now you have this affiliation with RoCTheMic. If all that starts coming into play, how does that affect RoCTheMic podcast and everything that you have going on?
It's none of my business. And it won't affect anything. Roc Nation, shout out to Roc Nation, shout out to Roc Nation Sports, shout out to Vic, he's over at Roc Nation Sports. They support me, but I have no business with Roc Nation. It can be future business, but Roc Nation just is at a supportive Big Brother stage right now.
Okay. Because, some people are like the affiliation.
Right. It's a blessing with them even acknowledging the podcast. That show, like what I said earlier, professionalism. And Chris, like production-wise, audio-wise, shout out to Pain in the Ass. He was the first voice you ever heard on Real Without before Jay-Z.
Anything.
But no, you're a hip-hop head, so...
for sure.
Roc-A-Fella, like, the reason we started the podcast is like... if you really look at it, entertainment industry, it's a piece of Roc-A-Fella DNA in everywhere from film to art to fashion to music to TV. Somebody that was influenced either by Jay-Z or Dame Dash is now the president or creative director of some, conglomerate. So I think that's amazing. And out of all the labels, Respect the Death Row, Bad Boy, No Limit, Cash Money, no label taught you how to be a CEO in Roc-A-Fella. Like it really laid the blueprint to what I'm doing now and what I'm going to do in the future. So
talking about 50 Cent. So another hard question. What do you think about 50 Cent and him trying to bring down the whole Jay-Z empire situation?
That's millionaire beef. I can't really speak. I don't know 50. I don't know Jay, but it seemed like it's millionaire beef. They bored with money.
Bored with money. Okay. Now, so you're all on this empowerment of the women and all that, right? So, have the females been giving you good feedback as far as that? Like they're excited about you helping them out?
These beautiful black and brown queens are my sisters. Shout out to Lady Spark. Shout out to Magic with 2 eyes. Shout out to Maya Allure. Shout out to Hot Shot. These girls are really working their tails off, and with or without me, they're gonna make it.
Yeah.
They have it. You can't teach it. They whatever they have, they have. Like is there. I see it firsthand, and they all are single mothers. They all are handling business. Like this, their story is deeper than music.
Right.
So, and America loves a good story.
They do.
Love a good story. It just has to be presented in a right professional way. But it's gonna work.
So now you just need a whole showcase or something.
Oh yeah.
too.
May 9th.
Because you're doing everything else. You might as well just do the showcase now.
May 9th, Mother's Day Showcase. Mother's Day Showcase. Gotta iron out some more things, but I'll text you every.
What are you trying to do with this change?
Whatever they need me to do. I'm trying to spread awareness to female empowerment. I really believe it's the female time, not just with music, with everything. There's some parts of the world where females is just being able to drive. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
This is 2024. And since everything is 50-50, why y'all can't get paid just as much as us? Why y'all can't get the respect just as much as us? Or y'all got the same titles as us? Why is it not equal? If it's 50-50, it needs to be equal.
Now, is that just in music or you just in general thing?
Everything. Okay. I don't care if you're RN. I don't care if you artist. I don't care if you're a movie director. I don't care if you're a school teacher. Fair is fair. 50-50. Yeah. And it's on camera. This is the internet. So, and all the other bloggers and hosts ask me the same question 24 months or even like 3 years. Right. This is not.
It's not a gimmick.
It's a personal project for me because with all these amazing women that I'm working with, I see my mother in them. These women are single mothers. These women are in charge of little human beings and still doing the same thing men doing, like setting up studio time, booking shows, videos, but it's way more harder for them. They got to worry about sleazy men trying to get with them.
Have you heard some of the stories that they
tell? I won't indulge in you, but yeah.
And
it's fucking disgusting. Excuse my language.
It's very hard. Biggest lesson that you've learned so far?
Patience. And sometimes it's not your time. You can have all the information, but everything got to align right. It comes to it, even if you believe whatever religion you believe in, it comes to Allah. When it or whatever, like, and everything has to be right. Everything has to be right.
What about when they say everything don't have to be perfect for you to do it? Like, what do you
it's bigger than you, whatever your purpose is, because every human being that walks this world, we are born with a purpose. Sometimes you don't fulfill that purpose, but we're born with a purpose. Like, there's a certain energy in life that's yours that nobody else can take.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's up to you to tap into that, though.
Right. Question your guy asked me behind the scenes. He said, "What do I think that would change? Like, what was the question you asked me? How did to change the podcast thing? Like, where do I see the podcast thing going? What's your answer to that?"
It's going to be. Well, it's already. You're going to see a lot of young kids with podcasting, and it's going to get crazy. Because everybody can do it. Even I seen my man. His great aunt. She can be somebody's grandma, but that's his great aunt. She got a podcast, and it was a great podcast. It was a podcast about her and her girlfriends. It's like a book club, but it's not a book club. They just discuss what they do daily.
Right.
They're all successful retired women.
I think the podcasts are talking too much. Like,
I mean, some people
in trouble.
But you got to remember, with the general public, the world is 8 billion people, 9 billion people. There's a lot of people that like that, and as well as a lot of people that don't like that. Right. So some people, because I was told, I didn't put my podcast out in audio form yet. I still had the master tapes because I created it, but I put it out in video form. Some people want it in audio form because they like to listen to podcasts working out, doing the dishes, cleaning the house. So some people like they.
Yeah. How do you feel about the celebrities doing the podcast?
Some of them, I believe, some of them do podcasts because they're not hot and they feel respectfully. Now, I'm just gonna say the truth, but some people can do a successful podcast and get a second career out of that, or the career they're supposed to got. But celebrities on the podcast, this is good, but I'll root more for the underdog. But celebrities got an upper hand because they know you can really take off with one show because you can just do your call up.
Yeah. What's your favorite podcast?
The RoCTheMic podcast.
Besides yours.
I mean, I like Shannon Sharp podcast. I like Nori podcast. Shout out to Gillian Wallow, Philly.
Okay.
It's a lot of podcasts.
So, do you ever miss being an artist?
No.
You don't?
No. Being an artist is very difficult. I got a lot of respect for the artists. You have to figure it out. What I'm doing is easy. I just give my opinion and help out when it's needed. Like, I'm not too fine. I'm my ego's checked at the door. If you know, like, whatever needs to be distressing your load so you can do what you gotta do and make.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay. About the whole podcast thing, what have you learned being a podcaster that's different from being an artist?
You really have, well, not really, but anything you have to do your research. But even with podcasting, you really have to do your research. You need personality, but you just gotta have it. There's a lot of podcasts out, but a lot of them are not interesting.
Oh,
I'm just gonna be.
What makes a podcast interesting?
Appeal, professionalism.
Okay.
Like
some is ratchet and they do well though.
But the message, you know, the message may be popular at the time that they pushing. That's why it's working. But you know, it's just like a artist that come out and that song might be hot right now in the summertime, but next year is not going. You know?
So. About when they say Philly doesn't help other artists, you know what I mean, get on. Like, what's your opinion about that? And when does it stop? When you have to continue to get on, like if I do 5 interviews with you for free, when does it stop? Like when can I like let go of like doing interviews for you for free at some point in time? Like,
well,
you know,
the artist and the person, the artist should be professional enough to know that the first interview for free was a lookout. Maybe the second one was a bigger lookout because your album or mixtape or whatever was about to drop. But when it comes to the second, third interview for free, you need to take the initiative to take care of the platform. It's only right because you don't know what that platform is going through to stay afloat. Like, you know, no disrespect to any platform, but you know, some platforms are self-funded. They don't have sponsors and you know, big name backings and our careers from them. So you wouldn't be on the platform if you was, you know.
Yeah. How are you gonna fund not trying to make your business, but because you're not like taking any money from any artists or whatever. I mean, I guess through sponsors, that's probably the only way you. I
have sponsors and I have great business partners.
Okay. Cause you know y'all could be making some bread some kind of way.
Yeah.
You know,
we and I had people come offer me money to be guests and everything, but it's just like it's not about the money, and that's why that's why it's working. The money's gonna come. I'm not worried about that, and like I said before, it opened so many doors for me for what I'm about to do in the future. Like y'all think I'm talking crazy now. But they think I'm talking crazy now just off of this. Wait, I have 7 major things in the works, and I can't wait to talk shit about.
I can't wait to see it.
Respectfully.
And
I'm gonna look good doing it.
Okay. Having your label situation.
No, it was a time in my life, and I learned a lot from being in that predicament. It was good. It was good, but you know.
The artists get on your nerves?
Artists are artists. You know.
Do the guys get on your nerves or the females get on your nerves?
It's more easier with the females because you know, with females I told you everything different with female. Like with your little sister, you protect your little sister, but you like when you teaching your little brother how to ride a bike, when you fall, like you will get up. When you teach your little sister how to ride a bike, when she fall, oh mama, you good? Little peroxide, you know,
make it better.
It's different, you know.
They say the women be bitching too much, no?
You know, I can't really. You hit me a lot with female, and I feel like I'm speaking for a female, and I can't. I'm not the guy.
No, you got to just speak honestly from your own experience.
You know, females can be tough, and females can be anything they want. You know, you may want to be emotional today, or you may want to be hard as nails today. You have that option. So, you know, you saw a Beanie Siegel concert in the middle of Broad Street, and no violence. No gun violence, no fights, no arguments. A peaceful hardcore rap concert. that shows you the growth of hip hop.
True.
Beanie Sigel music is hardcore rap, but his fans are now fathers, mothers, adults. You get what I'm saying?
But that definitely changes things, though, the fact that they are older.
It definitely changes. Like, we have something to do tomorrow morning. We're not trying to get locked up. We're not trying to die. you get what I'm saying?
I'm trying to die.
We're not trying to die. We got to go home to our children. It was beautiful. 4,000 people and no violence. Just celebrating one of the greatest MCs that ever come out of Philadelphia. And to dust my shoulders off a little bit, I got a little cocky in the VIP section because when he brought Freeway out, I know it's only a matter of time to perform RoCTheMic. Mm-hmm. So I told everybody, and the Met is real specific because it's like you can't be backstage. Like, there's just an aisleway. So they kept that clear. So everybody that would have been backstage was in the VIP section. Mm-hmm. And it was up the top. So I'm like, look at the general population when RoCTheMic comes on. That's all I'm going to say. I wasn't drunk, nothing. Right. Once they performed RoCTheMic for 2 seconds, this before the earthquakes and all that, the building really shook. Before the earthquake. This before the earthquake. The building really shook. Right.
But it's a classic, though, so you expect it. You know?
He performed. RoCTheMic is not their biggest songs.
I know,
but it's classic, but it's not their biggest songs. You know, let me have my moment. You got it. Recognizing opportunities creatively through honest economical methods and change. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Period.
Period.
And I got what it takes to rock the mic right, yeah.